Well, Neal, 3 wins out of 3 in pre-season. What are your thoughts on the performance?
I don't think we've put together a complete performance in any of them. The first game was what it was, trying to get minutes in the legs, but the last 2 I thought we was poor first half last week and better second. Today I thought we was excellent first half. We had spells in the second half, we were good, but there was too much. It's hard because of the line-up I had out in the second half, but there was too much not good play in the second half, and we lost a bit of control, and the game became too open for my liking. So we haven't put in a complete performance, but still, you've got to take loads of positives from what we've done.
Is that to be expected in pre-season?
Yeah, it is, with loads of new players, but you can't just go, yeah, that's to be expected, because we're only 2 weeks away from the start of the season. So you have to turn around and say and demand more. And that's what I said to him. I said, well done. There was a win and some great performances. I thought we defended set pieces really well. They were a big team, but the second half wasn't good enough. And I have to be mindful of the fact I had a centre forward playing as a 10, 2 wingers playing as 8s, and an 8 playing as a 4 in a diamond. And ultimately, they're not going to be probably as good as the natural ones.
What disappointed you most about the second half?
Probably just our decision making. I just thought, we had a spell in the second half where Callum Roberts has a chance and then Wes has the rebound. The keeper makes 2 great saves. We strung 22 passes together to get to that point, just like we did in the first half. And we just started our decision making as we got tired. Everything became slower as we got tired. And then all of a sudden people were not making right decisions. They were too easily marked. They weren't working hard enough to cause problems, clogging up the system, so to speak, and rushing our passing. And because of all of these things, then they turned it over, then they could break on us, and before you know it, we're having to defend. Their goal, we do great stuff. Carl Wooten works great down one side, he hits a channel ball, 2 people miss it, and the other centre half doesn't cover like he should do, and in the end Sam Slocum has to make a great save. And there was too much of that for my liking.
In terms of the players' match fitness, how do you think they are at the moment, and where would you rate them percentage-wise?
I think there's some that are there. I think there's some that are, only a 90-minute game away from being spot on. There's some that are a little bit behind, but that's natural. And obviously, all that we've done in pre-season, we've got a log of every minute everyone's played, and all we're trying to do is make sure when the games come thick and fast that we've got the options, and we're not looking at people and saying, well, he's undercooked, he's not ready to start.
Damien McCrory did come back today, though. He was absolutely outstanding in the first half. What were your thoughts on his performance?
That's great for him to get 45 minutes. He's only really trained for a week. He's done lots of running, but he's only trained properly for a week. So, for him to go in and play like he's sort of been training with the boys for 3 or 4 weeks is a testament to the professionalism and the quality of the player. So it's great to have him out on that pitch.
Some lovely goals today, but the third one in particular was a fantastic goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, stuff that we've worked on in training, people getting half turned, people penetrating with their movement. The one thing that Wes Thomas brings naturally to his game, and I think Carl Wooten's done it in his goals earlier on in the campaign, is that movement off of back of centre halves. And Michael Doyle's pass was sublime, and it was a great finish.
Obviously you got the Harrogate game on Tuesday. I mean, it's part of the pre-season schedule, but obviously it's a competitive fixture. What are your thoughts going into that game, and how are you treating it? Are you treating it as a pre-season game or a competitive game, and what sort of team can we expect? No,
it's a competitive game. It's absolutely a competitive game. Everything we've tried to do in our minutes today and in the build up to it was, now that we knew the game was Tuesday, was about this, and we've got to try and get, I don't think we'll be fully tuned up, but we're as close as we can get, and it's a competitive game we want to win. We're desperate to give our fans the opportunity to go to Wembley, and if we don't get there, it won't be because we've treated it like a pre-season friendly or because we haven't given it everything we've got. It'll be because Harrogate are a good team, and on the day we couldn't produce it.
And do you sense in the dressing room there's a real desire to put right what happened at Wembley? We just spoke to Damien McCrory about that, and he said there is, the lads are hungry to put what happened at Wembley right.
I don't think this is a replacement for what happened at Wembley. I'd swap with Harrogate quite gladly now and give them Tuesday night if it meant us being in League Two, and I think all the fans would feel the same. It's not a replacement for it, it's an opportunity to get to Wembley, and they don't come around very often in people's careers, livelihoods, for fans particularly. It's an opportunity for us to get there, and we're desperate to get there just as much as Harrogate are, which is why they were desperate to play the game and fit it in their schedule, and both teams are desperate. So it will be a good game. It will be a tough one, as we know from the final, but it's not a replacement for what happened in the final. We've worked really hard to get to the semi-final of this competition, we don't want to, go out and all that hard work's gone out the window.